hope you are off to a great start to the week. So excited that you're here. Let me get a little lipstick on. Yay. I have kind of a light lip gloss today. Well, I hope that you had a fabulous weekend. I had just a little bit of Christmas shopping happening this weekend, and I got a few gifts purchased. I'm still a ways away from being ready. I saw this meme this weekend that was so spot on. Oh my gosh. It was something like when somebody asks you if you're ready for Christmas, the answer is, girl, please, I'm not even ready for today. Which is really how I feel most of the time. Like, I don't know. I kind of feel like if you're ready for Christmas right now, you're kind of an overachiever, and I'm not really sure if we can be friends. So anyway, I'm kidding. I can be friends with anybody, even if you're an overachiever. Thank you about my scarf. I made this over the summer, I think. I still need to like block it, which is like how you kind of finish it off. Where did the other end go? There we go. Thank you, though. I really like this one. I was going to wear another one, but it was a little heavy for today. So thank you. I do really like this one. Of course, it has my signature color in it, which makes me so happy. But it was a nice, easy. So anyway, I am hoping that you are super excited for the upcoming week. I've got a few things going on. I've got another video coming later this week, so make sure and watch for that. And there is just great stuff happening around here. We have new classes for this month, and I have a special I have to confess, this was supposed to be a class I was going to do this summer, but well, a long story short, a few things happened in a row, and I just couldn't pull it off this summer. But what's even better is that it's going to be happening this month as a not Christmas stamp camp, which I just love. So I'm really, really excited about it. We are going to be making projects that are not Christmassy. And it's going to be really fun. We're going to use two bundles, the let's see, the Hues of Happiness and the Sending Smiles bundles. Let me pull those out really quick so you can see. Or Happiness Abounds, I guess. So anyway, these are the two bundles we're going to be using for that stamp camp, and there are very limited supplies. So registration for that is going to open tomorrow, and we'll have all my classes are going to be posted tomorrow. So I'm going to talk about them a little bit today, but then the registration is going to open up tomorrow. So I'm really excited about that. Okay. What else do I have to tell you? I think that it is, gosh, is there anything else? I feel like there was something really awesome I had to tell you guys, and now I can't remember. Isn't that just like how it always is? Let's see. Gosh, what I just know there was something. Ugh, what was it? So anyway, oh my gosh. Joy says her Christmas cards are made for this year, ready for winter stamping. Well, that's great, Joy, because I have a perfect winter stamping card for you today. Yay! I also, maybe this was what I was thinking of. I have a new card contest. I awarded the winner for last month's contest, the November card contest, last week, and I think it was, who was our winner? I can't remember. Maybe, I don't want to say, but, because I can't remember. But I awarded it last week, so it was there, and y'all said congratulations. I want to say it was Courtney, but maybe it wasn't. Anyway, I think it was Courtney. But this week we have another card challenge that I'm going to be posting, and these card challenges, by the way, are always in my Stampin' with the Creativity Cave Facebook page, and it is going to be another fun fold, and it's, let's see, I think it's called a tri fold. I think it's a trifold. Well, I don't know. Whatever. You'll see. I don't know, because why do they have to have a special name for all these folds? Ugh. But anyway, this one is really fun. And it's perfect for using designer series paper, which is one of the things I hear you say you need to use your designer series paper. So this is a way for you to be able to use that. And I'm going to do a Christmas version, but of course you could do any kind of designer series paper that you've got. Of course, tis the season for Christmas, but it's a really fun card. And of course, part of why I love to do these challenges is to help you use your fabulous stamping goodies. I hear all too often people say, well, they have it, but they haven't used it. Or like Bonnie just said, I'm a paper hoarder. I totally know. My very, 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 very first online class ever was called DSP Hoarders. And so, I think it's a really good idea to cut into that paper and use it. So this challenge is designed to help you do that. Okay, so I think that's everything. I'm going to flip my camera around and share with you my little graphics. Oh, and I've got some fun things that have come in the mail that I want to share with you as well. So I'm going to flip my camera. Okay, there we go. Oh, too far. There we go. Okay, so I have 2 online classes this month. The Alphabest is the online class that I'm going to be doing with my besties, Barb and Kelly. And can I just say, this class is going to be amazing. It's a really, really cute class, and we're super excited about the projects that we've got lined up for you. So you're definitely going to want to get registered for this. Our next class is the True Beauty Creativity to Go Kit. And this, of course, is one of my very favorite bundles from the annual catalog. And I just cannot wait for you to see these cards. They're so pretty. Oh, goodness. This is my favorite. And this is such a Dina set. Oh, goodness. I really, really, really love this set. And I think you're going to love this too. I've got some fun little techniques in this one. I also have our December registration for the January box for Sunshine Creativity. You've got to subscribe by the 31st of December to get the Dina's Favorite Things box. And I'm going to showcase favorite color combinations, favorite card layouts, favorite techniques, all in our box. And let's just say, if there was ever a box to get, this is definitely the one, because I've got some really fun special things planned, and there might be some extra surprises. So I would definitely get registered for this. This is my Sunshine and Creativity Delivered box subscription, where the people who are subscribed for 6 consecutive months get a $30 goodie bag that we send. It's a fun little bag with all kinds of little treasures in it. And we have, this is just like my extra class each month. It's a really amazing subscription, and I can't tell you enough how much I love prepping for this. So the videos are amazing, and it's pretty great. So registration you need to do by December 31st. This, by the way, would make a fantastic Christmas gift. So if this is something on your wish list, definitely let people know. There is a link in the description of this video for that box and all of the details. I'm going to post on my blog probably later this week, so watch for that. Also, if you spend $50 or more in my online store, you will get the Hues of Happiness All-Star Tutorial Bundle, which is 12 amazing projects featuring the Happiness Abounds bundle, the Hues of Happiness suite of products. And the projects are so pretty. Oh, so, so pretty. Okay. The registration is $49 and it includes shipping, about $30 in goodies. There's a treat each month, and then there's 5 to 6 projects each month. And like I said, this month is going to be extra. So that's for this. Okay, and then all of this is going to be emailed out tomorrow in my my monthly newsletter with the classes and everything. So if you're on my mailing list, make sure you get on there. If you're not, there is a link to do that in the description of this video as well. Okay, now I've got some fun things that showed up in my mailbox that I want to share with you. So this first one is my first Christmas card. So that was pretty exciting. This is from Bonnie, and it's just so pretty. This was from last year's Peaceful Cabin. So thank you so much, Bonnie, for thinking of me and my family. I really appreciate that. Such a beautiful card. And I'm going to keep all my cards together, and maybe I'll do one video with all of the ones that I receive later on. I also received this card. I don't think I showed this one. This is from Kimberly O'Brien, and it's a cute little easel card. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, so cute. And that is this wonderful set of DSP, the Harvest. Ooh, what is it called? Hello? Something about a harvest. I can't remember anymore. I'm so got Christmas on the brain. I'm not really sure. Oh, Harvest. What is it? Oh, someone help. Can anybody remember this DSP? Oh my gosh, I can't even think of it. It's making me crazy. All right, so there's that. And this card uses it too. So somebody's got a Rustic Harvest. Thank you. I'm like, I know it has harvest in it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rustic Harvest, of course. Oh. So anyway, I also got this Thanksgiving card from Brenda, who's on my team, and she's just the sweetest. She sends me lots of cards, and I really appreciate it. And aren't these both just beautiful cards? I really like them a lot. So that was so fun. Here's another beautiful Thanksgiving with the Hello Harvest bundle. And this is from Jan, and she wrote this card that just made me tear up a little bit. So thank you so much, Janice. I think of you all the time, and I'm so grateful for the card you sent. So thank you very, very much. This is a beautiful card from Natalie, who is on my team. And she was thanking me for our gathering that we had at On Stage a few weeks ago. So then this is a beautiful thing that, I don't know, portfolio maybe, that my team member Tracy made for me. And it's so cool. First of all, it's magnetic. So you've got me right there. I love magnetic closures. Oh my goodness. But look at this. You open it up, and it is so cute. There is a cute little pen. There is, my favorite, and she even gave me the best color of Post-its. And then there's another thing in here, the little flag Post-its. This is probably, good stuff for marking up your catalog. And then there's another pen in here, of course, in my signature color. And then these are little flip things to add photos, and I took a bunch of really awesome photos. I was gonna be like all special and have them printed off for today, but that did not happen. And then, of course, there's a notepad in here. And of course, it's all just beautifully decorated with the DSP from the annual catalog, which I think is called something about like perfectly penciled or something like that. I can never remember these names off the top of my head because that's a lot of knowledge that I know I have. It's just not ready. So anyway, so Tracy made me this. Is this just not the most amazing thing? And I just love it. The magnets. Oh, so cute. And then of course it all comes together like this. So how amazing is this? But wait, there's more. She also, bless her heart, sent me these super cute lipstick pot holders. Aren't they awesome? So dang cute. And I'm really grateful for this because right now, let's just say I had a couple of pot holders or oven mitts or whatever you want to call them. And my dog has, well, she kind of got one. Well, we were out like shopping or something, and there was one on the counter. And you know how when you pull something out of the oven and sometimes it touches whatever is in there? And so she ate, like she chewed off the top of it. She pulled it off the counter. And let's just say it's no longer in service because the part you need to cover your hand now has a hole in it. So this couldn't have come at a better time. So thank you very, very much, Miss Tracy. I really appreciate it. Okay, so that is what I have to share with you today. All right, now it's time to get stamping. We're going to do the card challenge card first. And this one is going to require quite a few pieces. So I'm going to write them down as we go. And maybe I'll write them on just a plain piece of cardstock. I'm going to pull out a piece of white, because that makes everything a little bit easier. So you're gonna need a bunch of pieces. The first of which, so this is a tri-fold card. I feel tri-fold flap card. That's what I want. Flap. Because it's a tri-fold with a flap. I don't know. I hope that's correct. So first we're gonna need a 4, I think this is right, 4 by 10.5 inch piece of cardstock. And then we're going to score at 5 1/4, basically in half. Then we're going to need a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then we're going to need 2 pieces of 2 1/2 by 5 1/4, and they're going to be scored at 1/2 inch. Okay. Then we're going to need 2 pieces of 1 1/2 by 4 3/4 DSP. We're going to need 2 pieces of 1 3/4 by 5 inch cardstock. We're going to need a 3 1/2 by 4 3/4 DSP, a 3 3/4 by 5 inch cardstock, and then we're also going to need a piece of white, but let me see what size that is before I commit to anything. So that's a really long list, right? It is. I don't normally like cards that have this many pieces because that's a lot of work, but I did cut them all. I'm using Evening Evergreen, Pool Party, and this DSP, which is, I think, Painted Christmas. Okay, so this was one that was in last year's holiday catalog but carried over to this year. You might recall that. And it all coordinates with the Christmas season stamp set. Okay, so let's start working through this list. Okay, so I'm going to grab my trimmer quick. Oh, Oh, my trimmer's not in here. That's not, oh, it's because it's right here. Okay. Pardon me, I'm just a little bit spastic sometimes. Okay, so we're going to score it 5 1/4 on our piece here. This is Evening Evergreen. Okay, and then we also had these 2 pieces of 2.5 by 5 1/4. Now on that 2.5 inch side, we're going to score at 1/2 inch. And you might have guessed it, these are going to create some of our trifold flaps. All right. Now, let's put this together. So I'm going to fold my card in half and burnish. Then I've got a piece of DSP that's going to fit on the front, and I think I have a layer of cardstock. Yes, I do. So I love the Pool Party with Evening Evergreen, and it's not really a color I probably would have normally put together, but it just works. Usually you think of soft succulent, right? And that actually might be what this DSP is, but I think you can get away with Pool Party, and it's my party. I'm doing it because I want to. So there we go. All right. So then I've got my layer on my card. So like this is just a regular card so far, right? Wrong. Hold on. We're going to attach that to this basically quarter sheet of cardstock. That's our second item here. And there we go. Oh wait, but you know what? I might not have wanted to do that. I bet I didn't. Just ignore me while I'm pulling my card apart. I knew I was going to do this too, but it's okay because luckily Seal is fairly forgiving. So I'm going to pull out my silicone craft sheet since I have adhesive on the back of this. Now, remember these 2 pieces we scored. We want to take those pieces and adhere them to the back of this panel like that, okay? Now, I had a feeling this was going to happen, so I'm going to take and just trim off a sliver of each of these, because sometimes you have to make up for that score line. So I'm like not even maybe a 16th, I don't know. Oh, that didn't go so hot, did it? Okay, because what we want to do with this is we're creating our flaps that are going to create part of our trifold. Okay, so those we're going to put behind here. And now when I close this, nothing sticks out. So that makes me happy. All right, so I'm going to put a line of adhesive down there. We'll just convince that to stay on the right side of the score line, or left as it actually is. Okay. And likewise, I'm going to repeat that process with this one. And just stick that under here and make sure that everything lines up nicely as it does. Okay, and then when I fold this, ta-da! Perfection. Okay, now of course we're gonna decorate this. I mean, hello. So I've got 2 pieces of Pool Party, and I'm just gonna grab, well, I have normally, oh, here it is, an adhesive remover. I just want to grab that because apparently my cardstock has been through some tough times. There's some schmutz on here that I'm trying to get off. Okay, so I've got these 2 pieces of cardstock and these 2 pieces of DSP. We're going to put those together on here. And let's see, these used to line up. There we go. We're going to make them line up correctly once again. It's not critical, but I kind of like it when the patterns all coordinate and match nice. All right, so we'll put this on here. Did I mess it up? Nope, I didn't. I think it's still good. Or did I? I don't know. Whatever. I tried. All right, so there's one panel there. That's the right way. Here's the other panel. Okay, so there again is our trifold flap. All right, so we're gonna put a layer of white on the inside, which is 3 3/4 by 5. And now that we've got our flaps adhered in all nice, we'll put a little more adhesive on the back of this, and then we'll attach it to our piece of Pool Party. This is our quarter sheet. And there we go. So this is the basis of our card. Now it's just time to decorate. Okay. So I've got a couple of circles on here, and we're going to do a little stamping. So I wanted to use my Framed and Festive stamp set. This is the set that's part of the Fitting Florets collection. It's just such a wonderful, it's just a standalone stamp set. And I love this. May this season be filled with peace and joy. I've used that a few times. It's such a nice sentiment. And I really like it. So I'm going to stamp that in some Evening Evergreen. Whew, that was on there crooked. Yowza. It's a good thing we looked at that before we stamped it. Of course, this is a circle die, so it doesn't matter as much, but still. Okay. All right. And you know what? That's not actually what I wanted to stamp right there. So let me see if I have another one of these circles die cut. I think I might. Oh, no. Figures. Well, actually, I got a Pool Party one, so we could use that. That'll work. Okay. Here we go. We're changing up what we're going to do slightly, but it's going to work out just fine. So may this season be filled with peace and joy. I just did it again. Seriously. Don't worry. I got another circle. This time we're going to stamp the right thing. Which is, have yourself a merry little Christmas for the love. Do you ever have a day like that? Oh my goodness. It's just too much sometimes. All right. Let's try this. Third time's the charm, right, friends? Okay. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Okay, now I was going to stamp this in colors, but since we ended up using the colored circle, just because I already had one die cut, you know, and I have done nothing else but proclaim my laziness of stamping to you all. So anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to add some of the images here, but we're going to do them a little bit on the down low, so to speak. So before I was going to stamp these like in, I was going to stamp them in Pear Pizzazz and Pool Party and Evening Evergreen, and it's okay. We're just going to stamp them in Pool Party on the Pool Party cardstock. It's not a huge deal. So it'll just be a little more subtle. But, so I'll just stamp that right there. And actually, maybe I'll just leave it like that. That's okay. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this to the front of my card. Of course, we're going to add a little ribbon. So I'm going to pull in some Evening Evergreen. I love this open weave ribbon. It's just so pretty. And we'll do this in between the two circles. So I've got my white, I've got my pool party, and I've got my evening evergreen ribbon. I was gonna do the big circle in evening evergreen, but then the ribbon wouldn't really stand out, and I wanted the ribbon to be kind of, pretty and nice and fancy. Okay, so let's put a line of adhesive across here. We'll get that ribbon stuck to the adhesive, and then we're gonna pop this whole baby up, because it's not a card if we don't pop something up, right? I'm just saying, like, that's just how cards should be. It's popped up. Hallmark doesn't pop up their cards, but I do. FYI, I cannot hear you when you put your head down. Sounds like you're mumbling. Very frustrating. Well, I'm so sorry, SoCal colorist Della. Gosh, that's just awful. Well, I'll see if I can just shout from the rooftops into the microphone. All right. Here we go. So there we are. I guess at some point I kind of can't always be in the microphone, but we'll see what we can do. This wasn't on here even, so that bugged me. So we're going to redo it until it's nice and centered. All right. Now we'll attach this to our card. Like so. Okay. There we go. All right. Now, of course, we got to do the inside, because we got the good one we got to use, right? Okay. So I'm going to take and do some pear pizzazz on this one. Now, I didn't clean it. Two confessions of a stamping person. I didn't clean my stamp, but I think it'll be okay. So what I want to do with this is stamp on here a couple times, because it's just so pretty. All right. So we've got that on there, and then let me close this up. Actually, I want to stamp. This stamp actually has two parts to it. I don't know if you knew that or not. By the way, I love this set so much. I have a whole class on it. If you're interested, just drop me an email, because I can hook you up. Okay, so this second piece just kind of fits on here. Hold on, I gotta stick my butt out to really get this stamped right. So hold on. Okay, how do we do? Pretty good. So it's not super noticeable on this, just because we have a sentiment right over the top, but it does add a nice little touch. Oh, there we go. It's extra, you know what I mean? So now we're going to open this up, and as mentioned, we needed a piece of DSP in here, which I believe is 3 3/4, yes, by 5. So let's write that on our list of 3 3/4 by 5 white. So all those pieces, oh my gosh. Now we're going to put this on here, and I'm going to add to it a little piece of DSP to coordinate, because I mean, we have it. It's so pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to cut another sliver. I think I saw somebody asking what the DSP was. It is the Painted Christmas Designer Series paper. So I cut a 1 1/4 inch piece of this, and we're going to kind of put it in here like so. Now, normally I wasn't even planning on using this circle, but since we messed up, that's why we're getting it. And also I want to cut this down to 3 3/4, which is the size of that white panel. Okay. Now this beauty is so fabulous because at the end of making this card, are you really going to have the energy to write a big long thing in here? I don't know. Sometimes I like it when there's not really room to write a lot of stuff, especially if you got a lot of cards to send. So we can just have this little bit of space left for you writing. Love, Dina. I mean, you feel free to sign it with your name though. So there we go. That goes on the inside. Now, if I didn't do this circle, what I would have just done is stamped this right here and then just put a skinny little strip at the bottom instead of this kind of fat strip. But since we've got the rest on here, we're good. Okay, now, let's be honest. We need to embellish this just a bit. Oh, I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to go with some iridescent pearls. They're just so pretty and they go with everything. Actually, I'm going to use them on, I think, my next card. Well, yeah, my next card. No, I'm not using them on my next card, so never mind. I'm kidding. I was going to, but then I came up with something even more awesome. Now this, I had my package got a little messed up. So I'm realigning the adhesive on the back of this dot. You probably didn't need all of that information, but yet here we are. Okay. So kind of like berries, I'm going to put 3 little pearls on here like so. And there we have it. Oh, so gorgeous. So there is our card. Oh, so nice. Love this one so much. So if you would like to join our card challenge, you can head over to the Stamping with the Creativity Cave Facebook page. It's not up yet, but I will post this with all the dimensions and all the photos of everything. And then you can create your own version of this using your, whatever papers or whatever you want. And then you can get entered into our drawing. You have until the end of the year. So I will draw a winner in January. I think, is it the 2nd is probably the first day of January, something like that. I can't remember if I'm back then or not. So anyway, but we'll draw the winner in January. So you've got plenty of time. Like I said, I'll post all that information over in my Facebook page by tomorrow. So watch for that. And you can join the fun. Okay, our next card is going to be much, much simpler. So this next one is, it is the winter card that I actually promised. And I'm kind of excited about this. Now, I'm not even going to lie. I think you'll recognize where this comes from because I made a card with this set a few weeks ago, or maybe even a little longer than that. I can't remember. Featuring the Season of Chic stamp set, which is such a great versatile set. And somebody mentioned, I think it was Joy, who said she wanted some winter cards. So I'm going to give you a Christmas or a thank you version of this card, and you can choose whichever one you like best. So we're going to start with a half a sheet of Tahitian Tide cardstock, because nothing says Christmas like Tahitian Tide, right? But I think you'll agree it's pretty dang cute. I'm going to grab a Pierce mat because I had a little trouble with this earlier. there's a lump in my table, and it was it was affected by this. Okay, so I'm gonna start with a 3¼ by 4¼ inch piece of basic white, and I'm gonna stamp on it this swoosh stamp in Stamped Off Tahitian Tide. Okay, so I'm gonna ink this up and just use my grid paper here. Stamp off a layer and then stamp one down so it's a little lighter. Repeat, and then I'm going to kind of overlap them a little bit like that. Okay, does that look familiar? That was the basis of a card we did a while ago in fall colors. So I love that card so much. I was looking for it earlier and I couldn't find it. Well, let's just say I didn't have the time to thoroughly locate it. I think I know where it is, but like I said, I just didn't quite have time. Now with Starry Sky, I'm going to stamp my snowflake right on top like that. And P.S. I love the snowflake. It's so pretty. So this is the Season of Chic bundle. And this one is so great because there's leaves for fall or spring, there's seashells for summer, flowers for spring or summer, and then of course our winter snowflakes. And then I'm going to combine that with the Christmas to Remember stamp set because I love this one. And I love the Merry Christmas in here. You could do, of course, Season's Greetings. You could do whatever you want. That's what I'm going to use is the Merry Christmas, and we're going to add that to the bottom like so. Okay, then I took a couple of the dies from this set. There's several snowflake dies. Let's see what happened to them though. And I think they're in my little bin here. Maybe they're not. Did we lose them already? Oh, yes, here we go. Sorry. They're vellum, so they're hard to see. Camouflaged. So there's a couple of snowflake dies in this set, and I'm just going to stick these on with some glue dots. And if you kind of center the glue dots on here, nobody's going to know they're under there. And then I find it's easy to pull them off kind of like that. Okay, so I'm just going to tack one here and one right here. Like so. All right, next up, we want to embellish. So I've got my in color matte decorative dots, and we're just going to take and put a couple of these down. So I've got, I'm going to put the darkest one here in the dark snowflake. I'm going to do kind of a medium dark one here in this one. And then I'm going to do a Tahitian Tide one there. So super fun. Okay. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel strongly that this needs some spritzing. So I'm going to take my, you can use either Orchid Opulence, oh, bad Dina, Orchid Oasis. I haven't said opulence in a long time. Orchid Oasis, or in this case, I'm going to do Starry Sky. And I'll just move this ink pad over here so I don't get any spritz in my pad. I'm just going to put that in the cap and spritz like so. And oh, golly gee whiz, isn't that just the best? And of course, since it's snow and because we can, we're going to do the same thing with our clear Wink of Stella. So what I'm going to do is we can't spritz it with the cap of clear Wink of Stella. Instead, what we're going to do is take something like a bone folder, and we're going to tap it hard against the bone folder to get the little spritzes out. And this one is a little harder to see what's happening on the camera, but the little sparkle comes out, and now there's like little sparkly, I don't know if you can even see that. There's little sparkles on here from the Clear Wing Castella because it's just the best. So that's pretty. Okay, but wait, there's more. I'm going to take my Orchid Oasis ink pad and my stamp here, and we'll clean that thoroughly. And we're going to stamp on this panel with the snowflake. Okay, and we're just kind of doing the ends because we're going to cover up most of this with the cardstock we just stamped, but it looks pretty. Okay, and then I will layer this to a layer of cardstock that is 4 3/8 by 3 3/8. So it's got that skinny little extra layer on there. So pretty. Okay, and then we'll stick that down on our card over here. Now, if you didn't need any more Christmas cards, because some of you, I know some of y'all are overachieving, already got my Christmas cards mailed type people. Again, I don't even understand how you function, but that's fine. I'm going to pop this up on my card, but I'm going to give you an alternative for this, which is a thank you card, and it's just as awesome as this Christmas card, but it would be perfect for a winter thank you. Now, I know some of you live in places where it's maybe warm during the holidays, and we won't judge, but you can use like a seashell here instead, and that would be acceptable if you wanted. Actually, you can do this card. Gosh, could I put that on there any more crooked? I don't think so. I do believe that was really bad. There, that's straight. Okay. But you can recreate this in any color combination that you want. And I think it'd be really nice. But wait, here's what the thank you one looks like. I didn't spritz this one, as you can see, but I just did the thanks from the stamp set. Now I'm still going to use my stamp set because we got to make the inside of our card. Okay, so for that, I'm going to take, once again, and stamp that swoosh. And oops, I forgot. When you stamp it the second time, there's basically nothing left. So there we go. And then this time I'm going to stamp my snowflakes in Orchid Oasis. But we're going to add the sentiment. This is again from the Season of Chic set. And this says, and this would go inside either one of the versions of this card. It says, you make each season of life even more beautiful. And that is a little harder to read than I thought it would be. You could do that on a separate little strip of paper over the top of this if you wanted to have it a little better. In fact, let's just fix that. Ooh. Okay. All right. Oh, and you know what? There's a big old piece of glitter on here. That's what's causing that little schmutz. But what if we stamped off this and then we stamped that in full strength? Then we'd be good. What did I do with it though? Okay, then here again, there's not a lot of room. Love, Dina, or your name, whatever you want to do. But this goes on the inside of our card. And you can even spritz this as well. It's up to you. And did you see? It's not much. It just does not take that much. But oh, how awesome is that? Oh, I love this. Ooh, Tammy says this would be good for a winter birthday. I agree, it would. So this is really kind of an all-purpose one. Um, in a 6x6 package, there is a sheet of birch trees. Does anyone know which package? Um, I don't know for sure, Deb. There was birch trees in the Ringed with Nature DSP. That was a celebration choice back this summer into fall celebration time. I don't know if there currently is one. Oh, there is also in the Happier Than Happy. I don't know if that's what the name of the paper is. It's, it's the bear and the fox and the owl. Happier Than Happy is the bundle. I can't think of the name of the DSP though. That's from the annual catalog. There's birch tree in that. It is 12 by 12 paper, but if you cut it into 6x6 quarters, you'd be good. So there you go. Okay. All right. Now our final card I don't actually have planned. So here we go. Let's see what we can come up with real quick like. Oh, actually, I have an idea. So, this could be a winter card, or it could be just like a regular card. But Trees for Sale. This is such a cute set, and I haven't really done much with it, but I think it's pretty awesome. So I think we should play with this. Now, of course, this was a set that was available during celebration with the set of dies. And I think it's possible I might have a set of this left, or I think I just found one. Like, I might have one set left. So anyway, I don't know. We'll see. But we can make some really pretty cards with this, and kind of a wintry scene. Okay. So I love these trees. So I actually, if you remember, I had some extras of this die cut piece right here. So let's take a look, and I'm going to bring my Pearson back in here. Let's take a look at this. I think these are so, so pretty, and make a really easy card. But this, by the way, would be good for a winter card, a Christmas card, a masculine card. I probably had Jet masculine card. But I think I need a bigger block for this one. But it's really easy. And you can do this with lots of different tree sets. This isn't the only one. You can even do it with ones that aren't solid, which is nice as well. Okay, so we're going to do this. And the other thing is you can do this in lots of different colors. You could do black, you could do gray, you could do Night of Navy, you could do Starry Sky, you could do Evening Evergreen, Old Olive, Mossy Meadow, Shaded Spruce, Garden Green, Pear Pizzazz, any of those colors, or even Early Espresso, or Soft Suede, or Mary Merlot. I mean, really, any color combination. I think I'm going to go with Night of Navy. I was thinking about maybe gray, but I think I'm going to go with Night of Navy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by stamping off my Night of Navy. And then I'm going to stamp it on here. And I'm going to stamp it again. But be careful, because when you do it on a thing like this, see how it picked up that little design? We'll stamp over this a few times, so it's no big deal. Now you could stop right here and be done, but we're going to go a little further. And I got to get, my sheet apparently has some glitter on it. Okay. So there's that. And then now I'm going away, so that pattern is not going to show up on here again. We'll stamp it like that. So that was the biggest stamp. Then we're going to repeat this process with another stamp like that. And I'm doing some stamped full strength and some stamped off. Okay. And then I'm kicking myself because I think I got some on my fingernail. And then I'm doing this smallest one all full strength. Okay. And look at how pretty that all is. And again, you could do this in so many different colors of color combinations. Oops, actually I need my navy still. All right, now what we can do with this, well, there's a bunch of different things, but what I think I'm gonna do is take and, first of all, make sure I don't have any more ink on my fingers because I don't want to mess it up. Now here again, if you wanted to do this for like a masculine card, you could do this on Knight of Navy. Well, any of these you can really do like this. But what I was going to say is if you were going to do it on a masculine theme card, you could do the background in Knight of Navy, or I'm sorry, you could emboss this with the timber embossing folder, sorry. Which actually you could do it for any of the versions of this card, but you can change up the colors. So like if I was doing this as a masculine card, I'd probably do it in like a green or a brown. Knight of Navy will still work, of course, but this we're gonna put a little glitter on here and make it a little more Christmassy. So that's my plan. Okay, but a couple things. One, I don't like these dots on here, so I can get rid of them. And to do that, I'm gonna bring in a blending brush, and I'm just going to blend a little bit of, ooh, note to self, don't do it directly on your pierce mat. I'm just going to do it on here with my ink blending brush. And then that kind of makes that a little bit more dramatic. I like the look of that. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to emboss this with the Timber 3D embossing folder, because now that I said that, I can't unsay it. Hold on. So we'll run this through with that folder. Okay. And then we'll put it on a Knight of Navy card base as well. Here's my bone folder. But I think what I'm going to do is put a little bit of ink blending on the edges of this, just to kind of set it off from the card and make it a little extra. Okay. There we go. And that'll really show, oh yeah, right there. Just gonna do a little bit more at the bottom there. Okay. Okay, now I got ink on my hands. So let me clean up just a bit, because I don't want to mess this up anymore. Now for this little bit of ink I got on there, we can deal with that. But I'm loving the look of this so far. And I'm just trying to decide. I think I might actually come back to my Christmas to Remember. I do like these sentiments, but I want something a little bit different. So I think I'm going to go with 'Tis the Season. And we'll stamp that in Night of Navy, and then we'll trim it out from our scrap, because will kind of line up nicely with what we've got going on this one, I think. I hope you'll agree with me on this. Making sure I get a good inking. Oh yeah. Grab a scrap. Okay, now I'm just going to trim this out, which that's really easy to do. Now you could again do a happy birthday. This would be a nice thank you card as well, just a winter card, whatever you want. That's what's nice about this. You know what else would be? This would be pretty in Rich Razzleberry or Blackberry Bliss. Ooh, that would be nice too. And do you see how it just looks nice with this? Oh, I love this. Okay. Now, I'm going to pop this up onto my card. But first, I'm going to put a little of adhesive along here because it was sort of bulging up and I didn't like that. And it's just from the embossing. Same with this side too. There we go. Okay. I'm going to pop this up, but we're going to do a couple fun things to this before we finish. The first thing is this is going to be a winter card. You know, it's a winter Christmassy card. So one way I can camouflage that little blob that kind of made me mad is by putting some more flecks of color on here. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to do that with a water painter. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a water painter that's kind of wet. I'm going to give it a squeeze to get some water flowing through here. And I just want this to be a little bit, there we go. Do you see how it's pretty juicy? We'll pick up a lot of this ink on here. Now make sure your space is clear because this is going to make a mess. So if you've got pretty cards that you made earlier or whatever, you want to make sure you clean it out because you don't want to get this on anything. But kind of like we did before, we're going to splotch this on. Now these are going to be, and I probably should have covered my sentiment because now it's getting ink on it, but there we go. You can't really aim this very well, but that's kind of the fun too. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my water a little bit. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, now we did that with our Night of Navy ink, right? So what if we repeated this with some white ink? Okay. So with white ink, we can do the same thing and get kind of a wintry scene. Okay, so the best way to do that is with your white refill. Okay, so woo, got my white ink here. I'm gonna squeeze some onto the lid of my ink pad. And then I'm going to take and pick that ink up. Again, I want kind of a juicy brush, just like before. Sorry, I'm trying to get the water going in here.
Izzy, come on.
And then, look at that. Now we've got snow all over the place. Okay. Now it's going to dry lighter than this a little bit. And I might have maybe only done the circle next time. I don't know. I can't decide what I think. But I'm going to try it just a little bit more. And depending on how much water you have with your ink, it'll definitely give you a different result. You know, you'll get brighter white dots. I can't decide if I like that better with the white on the background. I think it might actually look better without, but live and learn. It's a test. Or not a test, it's a experiment. So I like that though. I'm standing by it. Now we do want to stamp something for the inside of this card. And so I'm going to come back to my Night of Navy ink and my stamps, and we're going to add, ooh, see, this is how I just did that. I just kind of touched my fingertips. Look at all the ink I just wiped off my fingertips because my hand kind of slipped off the block and it went into the ink pad. Okay, so I'm going to stamp off the first layer. Ink up. And then I won't do quite as many as I did on here, but we'll put some full strength ones. In the background. Okay. And you can see this, I think what really bugged me is these big blotchy ones. Ugh, I could redo this and it would be so pretty. But anywho, you get the idea. I might rework this. If I do, I'll post the reworked version on my blog post, which will be up tomorrow for you guys. But not bad. I might redo this one, but I like what went into it, so it's nice. So yeah, so this was the Christmas trees for sale, and this is in the holiday catalog. And it's just a fun way. You know, we could use those dots too to make a little bit more even splotch, but I do like the splotchiness of this. I just think I got a little aggressive outside the card. I would maybe do less on here and focus more of it on this by itself, so before I put it on. But I don't know, it's pretty, isn't it? Yes. It's like a blizzard happening here, but these dark blotchy things is just kind of what bugs me, so I would probably redo this to make it a little cleaner. Those blotches are just a little bit much, but I do love the blending of the ink on here. I love the embossing. I love the blotches. I just got a little carried away. So yeah, I think I would rework this again. But I already had a kid come down who's hungry, so I gotta go feed my family, you know? That's the only thing. So let me show you the cards we made today. And this will bug me, so I'll probably rework this and watch for my blog post, and I'll put the link in this video tomorrow when I get it up. But I really like the cards we made today. So we made this Christmas card or thank you card, depending on which version you like, because you could do thank you and it would be pretty. We also made this tri-fold flap card with all those pieces, but it created this beautiful card like this, and we only messed up a little. So some fun projects. Now, if you would like to make any of these projects or need supplies to create any of them, please shop my online store. Oh my goodness. I would be so grateful for your business. It helps me so much. If you could give me the thumbs up, that would also help. And if you're not already a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe. Oh my goodness, that also helps with the YouTube. They love it when you subscribe, and they love it when you like my videos, and they love it when you comment. So just drop a line in there. Let me know what your favorite card is from today. And then join us for this Fun Fold card challenge that will be posted tomorrow on my Stamping with the Creativity Cave Facebook page. Oh, Barbara, thank you so much for the tip. I appreciate that so much. You guys are just the very, very best. I hope you have a fabulous week. Come on back in a couple days. I'll have another blog post up with a video, and I would love to have you join. I hope that you guys have a fantastic week, and we'll see you again next week. Have a great night, guys. Bye-bye.